Welcome to Side Notes. We're out and about today. We're at the Linsmore Tavern with the son of the owner, Ryan. Thank you so much for joining me, Ryan.
It's my pleasure.
One thing I love about Toronto is the history of Toronto. Linsmore Tavern has a history in itself. 1934, they started issuing saloon liquor licenses, and that's when this establishment got its liquor license. I know that at that time you guys had, you didn't buy it till 82, your father didn't buy it.
That's right.
But you have extremely interesting history. There's escorts that were smuggled into this establishment at times. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, 1934, I guess it was right after Prohibition. They started handing out liquor license to hotels or taverns, and this was a hotel at the time. So the Linsmore was, I think the 43rd license that was registered in Toronto, I believe, or Ontario, one of the two. Yeah, there is a lot of history with this place. My dad could actually explain it a little better because he bought the place in '82, but there's been two owners of the Linsmore Tavern. Lou Campbell was the first owner who got the license in '34, and he owned it all the way till '82 when my dad took over. And you know, there is a long history. This room that actually we're sitting in right now used to be the ladies and escort room. So ladies and escorts would come and go to the back room. They weren't allowed in the main bar area. The main bar area at the time was stained glass windows, so you couldn't see in. And the reason for that was, you know, the working class men that would come after work, they didn't want their wives to see where they were at, and they would come in here and drink. And back in those days, you couldn't get a seat at all times. It was a really happening place. It was really busy. It was difficult to get liquor license. Not every restaurant, I believe, couldn't get liquor license, so people would go to their local tavern or hotel, and the Linsmore was one of them.
And there used to be a hidden entranceway and exitway that they would bring the escorts through. Where exactly would it be located?
The entrance would be just outside this door right here, and they would come in through this door. It'd say the Linsmore Hotel entrance. There's a photo online of this place from 1945, and you could see Linsmore Hotel, and they'd enter through there and come through.
And this, one of the main entranceway to Toronto and from the west was Highway 5, which goes right by the Linsmore.
Right.
You know, as we brought in more highway system, how has that affected the Linsmore over the years?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess before people would stop off, and this was a hotel, so people would, you know, spend a night in the rooms upstairs. But I guess it affected a little bit where people wouldn't stop by and spend the night here. But I think in regards to business-wise, I think, you know, the fact that the city was giving more restaurants and other places liquor license, that, you know, that opened up other business opportunities for other people and other restaurants and other bars that people would other options for people to drink at other places. So, you know, that affected this place. And also the smoking laws. This place was really busy, and then the smoking laws hit, and you know, a lot of the clientele were smokers in here. And when the smoking laws hit, you're not allowed to smoke inside the taverns and bars and restaurants. I think it kind of affected this place and the clientele here.
I know that 1982, that your father bought the place. You've actually, over the years, you've renovated, and you now have a dart league here, you have a pool league here, you have a golf tournament going on, and you have amazing tribute bands coming in. We were talking with Elevation, which is the international YouTube tribute show. Tonight you're having the Neil Youngins.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the other bands that you've had in here and you have upcoming.
Yeah, we've in the last few years we've put quite a bit of money into renovations, trying to kind of not take away, like, we don't want to take away the history because this place is, you know, a landmark in a way. But what we wanted to do was kind of, you know, introduce this place to new people, new clientele. And one of the ways we've been doing that is by bringing in different bands and the tribute acts every Saturday. Actually, we have live music Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday here. And that's kind of what we're getting known for. But some of the bands that we've had, we also, not only do we do tribute acts, but we have original bands in. Right now on Sunday nights, we have an upcoming blues player named Sam Taylor who's unbelievable. I think he's one of the most talented, charismatic musicians out there, and I really think that he's going to be a big star in the making. So we're kind of building him up. Some other bands, we have Wild Tea in the Spirit coming up August 23rd. Tony Springer, who is a guitar legend and played with David Bowie. He's pretty well known in the city. We've had a lot of really high-end tribute bands, the Hooligans, Hot Rocks, who are a Rolling Stones tribute. The Neil Youngins, obviously, who have been, probably... For some reason, Neil Young, really, people love Neil Young in this neighborhood, and every time they play here, it's a full house. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a different atmosphere than what the Linsmore used to be on the weekend nights. And we're getting a lot of new clientele that are coming back to this place and really enjoying what we have going on. And it still has that vintage vibe. We're not going to get rid of that, but we just wanted to kind of revamp the place a bit where new people could come in and have a good time and enjoy, live music and dart leagues and pool leagues and watching sports and everything. So
You have a website real quick?
Yep, www.linsmoretavern.com. You can like us on Facebook and also Twitter. We have a Twitter account, so Linsmore Tavern's on Twitter.
And you have the calendar on there so people can actually go look at other bands that you haven't mentioned that you may be adding to your calendar in the coming weeks and months.
Yes, absolutely. Check out our calendar. Facebook, we're updating Facebook every day. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of really good shows coming up in the future. If you love tribute bands, if you love any music, original, we're guaranteed to have good music in here. That's all we book is good bands, quality bands. You're not going to be disappointed when you come into Linsmore and seeing music.
So if someone wants to actually, they have a tribute band or they have an up-and-coming band and they're amazing themselves, if they want to submit, let's say, a demo tape to you, or they may have a YouTube video out there, they can actually contact you through the
Yes,
website.
Yeah, through the website, you could send an email to us, or on Facebook, or even come in and talk to me. I'm not a hard guy to find. We're always looking for new bands and good bands. It's a lot of fun.
You guys have an amazing location. You're right next to the subway stop, so there's no excuse for people to Toronto to come out and visit this on a weekday or a weekend. Just a great location. But thank you so much for your time there, Ryan. I know you have to get to the door right now, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Reginald. Thank you for doing this and supporting the Linsmore Tavern and live music.
You're welcome.